The acacia tree and the waterfall nymph are an African story. Once upon a time, there was a place in the vast expanse of Africa where a majestic waterfall flowed. Near the waterfall stood a large acacia tree. This tree was an important presence that protected the water of the waterfall and gave blessings to the animals around it. The spirit of the acacia tree was watching over all living near this waterfall and made sure that the water in the waterfall remained pure. Acacia trees blocked the sun's rays with their branches and leaves, creating shade and providing a resting place for the animals. Every day, every time the wind blew, the leaves rustled and played a beautiful tone along with the sound of the waterfall. This sound brought peace and happiness to the animals. One day, a merchant came to visit the village. The merchant made a long journey and finally came close to this waterfall. Impressed by the beauty of the waterfall, the merchant thought of taking the water of the waterfall home and selling it in the city. This water must be very valuable to the people of the city, the merchant thought, and decided to cut down a tree to collect water from the waterfall. The merchant approached the acacia tree, took an axe and began to cut the tree. At that moment, a tree spirit appeared. The spirit said softly, but in a strong voice, "If you cut me, the water in this waterfall will be polluted and the animals will not be able to live. Please protect me." The merchant was surprised, but struck by the spirit's words. But the merchant replied, "I want to benefit people by bringing back the water from the waterfall, and I have to knock down this tree to collect the water from the waterfall." The spirit said quietly, "If I cut down the tree, the waterfall will lose its life and my strength will be weakened, but if you want to preserve the beauty of the waterfall, find a way to use the water of the waterfall carefully without cutting the tree." The merchant pondered the words of the spirits. After a moment of silent thought, he said, "I'm going to show people in the city about the beauty of the waterfall and teach them how to protect nature." The spirit smiled and told him not to cut the tree, but to leave it as it was. "If you decide to protect the beauty of the waterfall, let us help you." The merchant then followed the advice of the spirits and returned to the city to tell people about the beauty of the waterfall. The people of the city learned that the water of the waterfall is not just a thing, but something that should be carefully protected in order to live in harmony with nature. The merchants conveyed the importance of the waterfall and the acacia tree, and the villagers began to protect the waterfall and cherish the tree. The water of the waterfall was pure, and the acacia tree stood in its place forever, giving blessings to the animals and people. The words of the spirits were deeply engraved in the villagers as a lesson to protect the waterfall, and they fostered a heart that cherished harmony with nature. Since then, the smiling faces of animals have been constantly around the waterfall, and the branches and leaves of the acacia trees have swayed in the wind, creating a beautiful search along with the sound of the waterfall. Its trees and waterfalls still live quietly and powerfully in the forest. End.